How's it going, guys? The Collector here once again. Today I'm talking about the movie Uglydolls, which, despite being a movie with a good message and a good mindset, it just fell flat. The whole thing, really. It follows a small village of basically reject dolls that, for one reason or another, never went out into the world past the factory. And they live in this village called Uglyville. And they have this dream that there's a world beyond that where there's kids that'll pick them and that will love them forever and that sort of thing. And the main character, whose name is Moxie, played by Kelly Clarkson, her and a small group of friends basically go out through this tunnel to find they call it the big world, to be with children. And they end up going through this tunnel and ended up on this location called the Institute of Perfection, which, if you've seen the trailer, is where all the human-looking dolls are, led by this character named Lou, played by Nick Jonas, who will lead them into the real world so they can be enjoyed by children. And the story progresses from there. And it's basically the Uglydolls trying to get through the Institute of Perfection to get out into the real world and be with children. And another thing about it is a musical, so there are several musical numbers. Almost all of them are bad. They're all sung very well. All the musical performances are good. They're performed well, but the songs themselves are not good. They're mainly all just bubble-headed mainstream pop songs. And that's definitely not the kind of music I like. So I'm not the right audience for this movie in any way, shape, or form. This is a movie that is mainly for kids that want to enjoy an animated film that get bored very easily. Would probably be my best assessment of what types of children would want to see this movie. The story progresses really well. It's not a slow burn at all, but it doesn't move too fast. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes, so it is very short. But the songs were not that great. It had a good message and it had good heart to it, but there was no real substance. The plot was real generic. There is a slight twist that was really easy to tell. And honestly, it was just unenjoyable. There was nothing to keep me invested in the story. The plot was weak. The acting was fine. The performances were fine. The animation was pretty good. They're all supposed to be dolls, so they're all got this texture to them of like cloth, and some of them are furry. The comedy doesn't really hit either. It's real stilted on the comedy. There was one or two jokes that I actually legitimately laughed at, but that was it. The rest of it was just a lot of throwaway gags, a lot of sight gags. Nothing like basically the main point of this is there's no substance to this film. It feels like it's basically just trying to be another Trolls, which is another film that I didn't like in any way, shape, or form, that blew up and has its own TV show and has all sorts of new toys and stuff, but to me it feels like it's trying to be that. Like it's almost trying to be a marketing gimmick. I don't know if Uglydolls are based on anything. That's some research I didn't do. So if it is, then that might be why, or if they're trying to make it a product, then that could be why. But there's just nothing to keep you here. If you have kids and they get bored easily and you just want to take them to a movie to keep their attention, that's basically all this is. There's nothing else to it than that. So, because of all that, I'm giving Uglydolls 1 star out of 3. I didn't like it. I wasn't invested. The musical performances weren't all that great. The songs weren't that great. And it was just a boring animated film with a decent message at the end. And that's it. Nothing else to it than that. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you later. Bye.